Run that back, kid. Yeah. Welcome, gentlemen. You are now entering a space for the middlemen, where we get to center in, giving foresight to this world that we living in. Help you realize the greatness you've been imprisoned in. Come and listen in on how we grow as men. When the brother's on his last, we give air for a second wind. When the brother's feeling lost, we show the path within. And all the brothers still at war, we bring Apaches in. 3 well-trained generals at your disposal. CB straightforward from his brass knuckles. Dice cannon introspective, simplify the puzzle. And Bishop Harriet Tubman, the way his vision tunnels. Now that y'all in good hands, let's take a stand. Operate at full capacity and take the land. Become the source so our women don't need helping hands. Reclaim position of our purpose of being a man. Oh nah, oh nah, run that back, kid. Oh nah, oh nah, run that back, kid.
Yo.
What it do?
What's going on, my brothers?
Coolin', man, coolin'. I'm your boy Bishop.
BX Punisher.
We are waiting for a few people to get here. Let's see. Waiting for the guest of honor to come in. We're waiting for my man Chinaka to come in. Chris is taking the night off. He got something to take care of, so it's just us.
Creating a master plan.
Yeah, man. Hey, Dice, you still low, bro.
Put some bass in your voice, bro.
It was one of them days, man.
Oh man, bro, I 100% understand.
Mm-hmm. Especially over here, it was raining, bro. Raining.
Yeah, same, and I was in it.
Oh,
walking
man,
and working. So yeah,
I'm sorry.
It was worth it. It's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of it. You know what I mean? It comes with being a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I get
You
it.
gotta just deal with it.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Can we get this Instagram up and running?
All right. So the update about Tyler was the case got picked up, right, by Ben Crump, right? For those who haven't already seen it yet, you should have. I think he had 3 of the parents on, which was Miss Necee, Nolan Wells' parents, and I think it was a third child. I don't remember his name, but they were able to get it picked up, and more people are starting to see and hear and understand what the story is and get behind it. We're getting it rolling. I'm extremely excited about that. It was dope to even see that, to even see Miss Necee. I'm like, yes, finally, like they're gonna get justice to see that. But let's see what happens, because it's still a lot to come. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. I'm excited about that.
Man, let's talk about this. Have you seen this Officer Tatum dude?
No.
Talking about man. So I guess he's like a black Republican.
Him.
Bro, I'm so disappointed. Like,
I haven't heard anything about it, so tell me.
This is what he does. His net worth is $9 million.
Yeah, I've never seen this dude until this.
No, he's done this in the past.
Yeah.
With other situations, and it's specifically he comes out when there's like a killing against black people.
Yeah.
When there's a lot happening and we start speaking out, he then comes on there and speak like it's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's regular. This is what happens. Yeah, he's
this
I don't
isn't
want to say the word, but
it's
house
not
nigga?
normal.
I'll say it for you.
Yeah.
Coon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mr. Bojangles. So Officer Tatum, he's not even a cop anymore. But he goes by the name Officer. He's a black Republican, I guess. Versus coming out saying, "Hey, we need to get justice for this young man, Nolan. The Nolan situation." He is trying to make it seem as though nothing suspect occurred with this kid on this boat on this island. Matter of fact, he interviewed one of the friends. You know what I'm saying? And man, like if you dig a little bit deeper, man, it's so much shit. The one friend that was there, his father or his mother, if I'm not mistaken, is the judge in the case. You
Mm.
know what I'm saying? The family of this kid, man, they got deep roots where they from, and some of the family, if I'm not mistaken, they help fund what's the shit with Charlie Kirk? What was that show?
Turn Point. You talking about
Yeah,
Yeah,
the Turn
turning
Point
point.
Turning
situation?
Point
Yeah.
US. Yeah, so they help fund some of that. But yeah, I dove deep, man. I was doing my research. I was like, yo, this shit is crazier than what people think, man.
Mm.
And I think it's the same situation as Tyler. Like somebody with some influence is involved. Well, the child or grandchild of someone with some influence is involved. You know what I mean?
Man. It's
Yeah.
always people throwing their weight, throwing their money around, trying to fix things and or get their the light turned away from them or whatever, so that way they don't have to worry about it and stuff. Man, it's
I'm
it's
starting to feel like this
unfortunate.
situation is a whole lot more spiritual than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
The
Could
reason
be.
why I say is because it seems like what these people are doing isn't like easy to understand in the framing of like, is it a good person or a bad person? This to me is like evil, right? Because it's plotted, it's planned, and it's played out, right? They just doing the work to make sure it stays covered.
Mm-hmm.
And I think where the disconnect comes in at is where people keep saying, I don't understand, I don't understand. When evil does what it does, you're not going to understand the perspective and the standpoint of it. You just have to see the pattern and understand how to operate dealing with that thing,
Mm-hmm.
But
right?
that's the
And
thing.
how to protect it.
Everybody's turning their eyes to what
Mm-hmm.
the I guess we could say it, the devil's doing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And we live in a society like that. It's like we turn our blind eye to these things or whatever, and they want to do like how this person is trying to represent it. Oh, it's normal, it's whatever, and stuff. Just like how they do with movies, they put things in movies to make us desensitized to stuff when it really happens in real life. It's like
Mm-hmm.
you're brainwashing your public. um, that's the same thing we were talking about this the other day in the group chat of how streaming services is trying to wipe certain things from movies and other things or whatever, and call it a Mandela effect or whatever, and make it seem like we're crazy that we remember these certain things. And it's like, wait, no, it was like this and stuff. And they're trying to control what we watch, even in schools, trying to control the history of what's been taking place and what's not been taking place. They're stopping learning of certain things in school and all that stuff. Like I don't know about you, but I haven't heard nothing about Black history in schools lately. Which I grew up with all that stuff,
Nah, they cut it
and
out.
they only do it during Black History Month. And it's like, why is it only just for the month? We should be learning about all this stuff, and not just Black history, all history of every race, how everything came about and all that stuff. So I mean, it's all important. It's all things that should be
I
learned
mean that's true.
proper way,
But
not the lies.
if you dig, I don't know why the door just swung open, but if you dig a little deep,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
now I don't believe in ghosts. I'm sorry. Um, if you dig deep, all right, you will see that the majority of the world runs off of a black invention. All
Mm-hmm.
right, so it's like if they teach these things, you're empowering a group of individuals who came from a group of individuals that got taken everything from them. You dig what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
just like, man, if I let y'all know how smart y'all are and how strong you are, you might overrun or you might overcome and take what I take back what I took, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Which I mean, it is. redundant anyway. But yeah,
Yeah.
because there's a lot of things that have been invented, and it's just stolen light, literally
Oh
stolen
yeah.
light,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
because no credit is
Bro,
to be given to you.
what we doing now? We talking to one another over the internet.
Mm-hmm.
That was invented by a black person. You know what I'm saying? Not just the street lights. Shoot, you got washing machines, refrigerator. Uh, there's so many things. Flygerian is in the house.
Fly,
Tanaka,
period.
Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings.
what up? What up? We waiting on Miss Necee, and we waiting on
Give me 2 seconds.
Tiki. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sure thing.
Well, I think
How
Miss
y'all doing it? How y'all
I'm
doing anyway?
good, man. Hanging in there like Wet Sox, baby.
I'm blessed, brother.
I hear that, man.
Blessed, brother. How you
Dice.
doing?
Good. Was good. Was good, homie.
I'm blessed, brother. I'm blessed, brother. How you feeling, my boy?
Hey, man. I'm cooler, man. Let me tell you something, man. One thing I learned today, man. I just got done helping somebody move some things, right? I realize when we move into places, man, we kind of lose sight and we just keep accumulating things. It's almost like the brain. We just keep piling and piling and piling, right? When it's time to move, man, you never realize so much things that you got stored. Again, it's sort of like the brain. So much nonsense that's just taking up space that you could have got rid of a long time ago. Then you start finding value with things that you dealt with without for a long time. But now you start cherishing those things.
Yep.
So I'm trying to tell homie, man, you might as well live. No, man, I need this. Man, I need this. Like, bro, he made me think about the brain. Like, dog, bro, imagine how much things were stored in our brain and not just forget, bro.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes back to this thing that we are embarking on today, man. Some things that you gotta hang on to, and some things you can't forget about. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get that off my chest for a second, man.
Yeah.
Word.
We hold on to a lot of things that we don't need to, in
Fact.
general.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man. What's up with CB?
I think he said he had something to do tonight that he couldn't get on. So
Mhm.
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
We
I'm
was
glad
waiting on Miss Necee, waiting on Tiki. Tiki was in traffic, and I don't know if Miss Necee forgot that she was getting interviewed tonight or what. Tiki said she's gonna reach out to one of her friends in Kentucky that know her. So
Okay.
hopefully she's okay, man. Yeah.
she got a lot going on too, man.
Oh, yeah.
So
So she
we have to
forgot,
take that
man.
into
Hey,
consideration.
yeah, it is not a big deal, man. She definitely got a lot going on, man.
The show got to roll on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Did you see her what you call it on TV with Ben Crump and in the family of Nolan?
No.
Oh yeah, she was on TV. What was it like last
Yeah,
week?
brother.
Last week sometime? Yeah.
Yes.
With
sir.
Benjamin Crump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
she was-
good look right
bro,
there, bro.
She
That's
she
good
went
look.
off.
So
Yeah, she went off, man.
that goes to show you. That goes to show you that this is a high profile situation, bro. It's not just the fact that we lost another young brother, man, but like this is the way it's being handled, the mismanagement and the corruption within the
Man.
organization.
Yeah.
So that goes to
gotta
let you know Ben Crump is not about to just jump on any case. You know what I'm saying? So for him to look into this, there's definitely some red flags. We need more of Benjamin Crumps in the in the community, man.
Yeah.
Just in the world.
Have
Period.
you
We need more
seen
guys like that.
Oh yeah. I was asking Dice and Jonathan if they seen the dude Officer Tatum. Have you seen his
Oh,
interviews?
hey man.
I don't
I try
understand.
not I try not to mention his name as much, but in this
Like
today's
Beetlejuice.
climate, you gotta mention that clown, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand like why. Sorry, y'all. I just got a message from Tiki. She should answer. She said it's been a very overwhelming day.
Like this is what I was saying. This guy is he's an actor, right? Like
Yes,
he's
definitely.
a part of the circumstance where they they bring him in whenever they want to distract or make the black community confused or make other people confused on what's going on. He's put in for a distraction or a deterrence.
Yes,
So
yes.
I don't take him too serious. I just see, okay, this is getting serious. That's it.
But
Yes.
but but you know what though? The thing about it is that he's very effective in what he does though. So when you get somebody like that and fatten his pockets up, think about it. He went out for football and failed at that. He became an officer and he's done at that. So I don't know why people keep calling him an officer because he's not an officer.
No.
He's an influencer right now, you know. So when he's paid off, he's got to carry the narrative to switch it a whole different way. Even though he claims that he wants the truth, his whole ordeal is to bend everything a whole different area. Watch. I wouldn't be surprised if he'll be jumping in this situation right here too, because he's got to protect some people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I wonder if he can get in trouble for that, as still representing himself as an officer. Even
That's a
if
good
he's
question.
retired.
That's a good question.
Because like
Yeah.
that, I mean, just like if I was to go out there and have a badge or whatever and be flashing it all over, I'd be arrested.
I think, see, you just said the key word, a badge. I think if he has something that represents being an officer of the law and he's not, then I think that's where he can get in trouble. But the fact that he's not flashing anything, just saying, officer, whatever.
Yeah, but you're still impersonating, no matter what, because you're saying that
within that fraternity.
Yeah, but you have to do things.
Within this day and age, it's kind of similar to Dr. Dre. I'm not trying to say it in a bad way, but just you got to understand how it's looked at. Like it's like a personification, right? So him saying officer, whatever, like that's his personification.
Yeah.
He's not arresting no one. He's not stopping no laws. He's not trying to say anything about a law. He's just speaking from a reference of that, and it's kind of like somebody who used to be a doctor or somebody who used to be in a certain profession. They would keep that particular name. He just one of the first that we've seen do it to this extent.
That's like Cheyenne Bryant. Like she's not a doctor. She's not.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Man.
Yeah. She went to the same school as Dr. Dre.
No, bro, it's a couple people. It's a couple people who got a certain thing on their name, but they don't actually do that. Dr. Phil.
DJ Academic.
Yes, that's another one.
DJ Academic. Yo, that's what I was thinking about. But his name wasn't coming. Perfect, bro. Perfect.
Not a DJ. Never heard of DJ shit.
You know what though?
There was
those words.
There was an interview done. I forgot who conducted the interview, and they were asking. No, it was Mark Lamont. Who's also an activist. He's also a part of the Joe Budden podcast. So he was asking this one dude a question. The guy that actually handed her the doctorate title.
Yeah,
he asked him, do you have a degree in psychology? The dude said no. So you're not really a doctor, but you are passing this paperwork off to somebody. So the person that's handing off this title is also a fraud within the field also himself. But people, just imagine how many people they've affected. They've popped up on so many different podcasts. They've been out here administrating so much help to people like they are experts. They've probably been hurting people in the whole midst of all of this, claiming that they are a PhD holder.
Well, see, that's the thing with her. She was actually making money off of acting like she was a real doctor. See, that was her problem. You don't do that part. You don't actually, you know what I'm saying? Because then it's an issue. But she's not running from the attention, whether it's positive or negative. I realize her play is to stay inside of the cycle of the algorithm because she makes money off the circumstance and she can find a way to bend it. Yeah,
I mean, she's a hot commodity right now. She's a hot topic. People are going to call to bring her to speak on her side or to clear this. So while she's there, people are getting hot clips. It's going viral and things of that nature. Like Dice said, it keeps her name in circulation, and that's her game.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Or like, you know what I'm saying? She is beautiful though. that woman is bad, yo.
Yeah.
She is. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, it's been a while since I've seen one like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? What I mean is like she has a natural, like a natural beauty to her. Nonetheless, hey, have you guys seen the situation with Melissa Ford and what's my man's name? Oh my gosh, he's an actor. He's a how do I not remember this guy's name?
Where's the
What was
guy
his-
from?
I, is his name Dante?
What was he in?
Dante. He doesn't act no more, but he acted in I'm trying to give you the movie. This is complicated right now because I'm like on the spot. I haven't seen a movie with him in it in a while, and I'm trying to like get the movie. Where he's like standing out, and you would notice who he is when I say the movie. I don't got it right now.
Hold on.
I'm gonna find it. Give me a second. Y'all talk.
Real quick.
Update.
They cannot get a hold of Miss Necee, so she does have a daughter who is physically impaired. So maybe something going on with the daughter, or just her daughter was able to get in contact. Okay, all right. Tiki said she just got a hold of Miss Necee's friend, and then I guess Miss Necee's gonna call Tiki. So
Okay.
we will see.
I'm curious. I'm curious to the actor that Dice is talking about, man.
I got you right now. DeAndre Whitfield. Yeah, DeAndre Whitfield. Let me try to see if I can get a movie that he's in. So to
DeAndre Whitfield.
Yeah.
DeAndre Whitfield.
Oh, light skinned buddy got the peanut head.
Yeah.
My man said peanut.
I've seen him in a
Yeah.
couple things. Yeah, he hasn't acted in a while.
Yeah. But like, I ain't gonna lie, he has a great relationship.
He was on All My Children and Real Husbands of Hollywood. Yeah, I've seen him on that. Yeah.
Huh.
There we go.
What's the backstory?
Real Husbands of Hollywood. That was the last flick. Yes. That was the one. But like, he speaks on relationships and marriage, and the standpoints of how men be dealing with situations. But I give him that. He speaks facts from my perspective. That's my perspective. I think you guys take a look at him, and then what I'm saying, listen to what he's talking about, and you see from your perspective. But he was on. Him and Melissa Ford was having a conversation, and bro, oh my god, hold on, bro, oh my gosh, when I say this conversation is so. Oh my god, you guys are gonna enjoy it. Oh, you guys are gonna enjoy it. You're gonna learn some stuff, but you're just gonna enjoy the conversation. Oh my gosh. All right, it was a good conversation.
Okay. Tiki got a hold of Miss Necee. She said I guess her phone was still on silent from work or whatever, and she didn't get any calls or anything. So Tiki sent her the link to get on. So
okay.
Hopefully she'll be hopping on.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
I want her to be able to, give us a little bit of update or whatnot.
Well,
definitely.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. I definitely gotta watch that Dice. Because old buddy had a good run in like the late 90s, early 2000s. Didn't he do like a lot of like hood movies?
Yeah.
There she go.
He's a good actor, but
Miss Necee.
I am so sorry. I was cooking dinner. I apologize.
Oh no, you fine. Yeah,
Nah,
I was trying to feed my littles.
Gotcha. How are you doing?
It's doing. It's day by day, so it's doing.
Yep.
That's good to hear.
All right. We got one to drop that.
I'm glad Ben Crump.
Yes.
I'm glad he picked up on the story. I'm so happy and satisfied with that. We want to hear a little bit more on how the experience happened. How did he reach out to you guys?
We actually had reached out to Mr. Crump's office, and I'll be honest, it was a needle in the haystack, but I was like, let's throw it. And so they reached back out to us, and we gave them detailed information about what we had And then we got informed. Well, he actually announced it publicly that he was willing to take Tyler's case on, and so we were just elated because again, it wasn't something that we even anticipated possibly happening.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's
Yeah,
good.
I have that the clip of you being on there, man. You was going to slap off. I was like, let's go. She was like, you a lie. I was like, let's go. Yeah,
Mhm.
man. That was a good man. That was
Thank
good.
you,
Yeah,
thank you.
I can cue it up. I have it. Did you see it, Dice?
I think you should play it. Just play
Okay,
it
yeah.
and
All
see.
right, here we go. Here we go.
When the physician came out and pronounced my grandson, and she stated self-inflicted, accidental, I told her, you're a lie, and there is no truth in it. I explained to her immediately. I said, how do you have this evidence for you to know this? She said, because they said. I said, they said? She said, yes. As days progressed, my family and I began to move forward. We got none effort, energy at all from the Lexington Fayette County Police Department. We were told that we needed to accept accidental, self-inflicted.
That's man, yo. When I watched that, I mean, I was happy because you got on a national stage, but just like the story, man, just what you were saying that they told you, man, yo, it's so angry. Like it just drums up anger. You know what I'm saying? Because this is like, yo, how do you tell a person this that don't have any clear answers? Just accept it. That's
No,
crazy to me.
Yeah,
no.
that's exactly what they asked of me,
Brutal.
to just accept it. And when I didn't accept it, it angered everyone.
Yes.
And it's not. It's one of those things that people do not understand. It's family. It's a part of your life until they're taken away, and then it's like, well, you got to deal with it. No, I don't have to deal with it. I want answers. I want to
Yeah.
know what's going on because this is
Yes.
not right in any sense. And
Fact.
that it's frustrating, and I'm frustrated for you, and I'm sorry that you have to go through this. Really.
Thank you. But I am, God built me for such a time as this. I am shouldering many families that have not gotten the answers. I am blessed that Mr. Crump is in our corner. I am so thankful for them. They were very welcoming. I was kind of a little unprepared for the national stage, I guess, but when God put things on your spirit, you do what the spirit tell you to do. So that morning while I was in my prayer closet, God said, well, go ahead and write something, Necee. And the one thing that I've always been blessed with is pen to paper. And I just, people would have been asking me, tell us about Tyler. Well, that told you about my Tyler. And I'm never going to be accepting of what you tell me. You're always going to have to come with hard proof because this is a baby that I have rocked in my arms since he was 4 days old. I know him.
Yeah.
With all due respect, don't say this as a disrespect. You were ready. You were born ready. When you took that stage, you owned it and you spoke from the heart. Whatever the Most High put in your heart, you put it to pen and it came out through your mouth. And you spoke from the heart, and that was felt. Anybody that thought that they might have forgot, you brought that pain, you brought that passion back out there. So I would like for you to just refrain from saying that you was not ready, because you were ready, and you've been standing there not just for our brother Tyler, but you've been standing there for a lot of people. And one thing I will say is to continue to be strong, because you are the backbone for many communities out there that's going through similar things. So with that being said, I digress.
Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you.
It's this.
Said, brother.
Yeah. Woo. So, have you learned anything new at all? Like since we last talked, nothing.
Um, I've learned several things new. Have they learned anything new? No.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah,
Um,
you're doing their job.
yes. I have been disregarded and disrespected again on yesterday at the 30th day of my grandson's passing. And I was contacted by the chief or the lead detective again asking me for information, which I thought was pretty humorous.
That's all.
um I was also contacted by our mayor's office, which again they were contacted on the day of, and they basically were dismissive and told me that this was an incident, a accidental, self-inflicted, and that they didn't follow that. But now they want to offer services to me. Um, I won't even dignify those with responses.
Mm.
Well said.
And I don't think you should.
Well,
I don't
See,
think you
well
should.
said.
I feel like Dice probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. You're getting too close.
Yeah.
You're getting too
Yeah.
close. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You
Yeah.
done
Yeah.
you done dug something up that they ain't want nobody else to see.
So,
Mhm.
Yes. Um, the police finally did put out, Lexington Fayette County Police Department did finally put out a statement, but it's inaccurate.
and of
So
course.
once again, you disrespected me. You disregarded my son, my grandson's name, and you didn't even take out the minimal effort before you publish something in the media that's incorrect.
Mm, mm,
So how it's kind of hard to say to ask you how you're coping these days, but what are some of the things? What if you could just kind of display some of the things that you're doing to keep yourself busy and to keep you going? If you can kind of let the people know what's keeping you rolling, what's motivating you to keep pushing, if you can kind of let people know out there, because then a lot of people need to hear this.
All I can say is, but God.
Facts.
Um, I am still a working nana. I work in therapy with foster care children. And so my work babies are very important to me. Um, so they kind of keep me rooted to not just keep fighting for Tyler, but to keep fighting for them. Um, I love what I do. I tell people all the time, people are my passion. And I need to know every day that I lay down that I have made a change in someone's life, no matter how microscopic it may be. So if I had to say what's propelling me daily, it is God saying every day, tomorrow morning, you get up, you put 10 toes down, and we begin the march around Jericho again. And eventually, those walls will come down.
Facts.
Yes, Lord.
Mm.
Yes, Lord.
You know, it comes a point when people get sick and tired of being sick and tired. And evidently, unfortunately, this is one of those times that people we are tired. And to see you keep going is motivation, not just for me, but for a lot of people out there. Um, what's one thing that you can tell anybody that's going through similar situation, or anybody that might want, is it okay for people to reach out to you for any
Uh,
kind of advice?
Absolutely. I will say God gave us the blueprint. He said mustard seed faith. If you look and see how big a mustard seed is, it's not a lot. And if you're rooted, whatever your faith may be, just that small amount, and He's going to do the rest. You just got to hang on for a little while. 40 days, 40 nights. But the journey will get there. You'll make it to the promised land. And I truly believe that. I believe that about my grandson's case. I believe that about Daniel Irving's case and Nolan Wells' case. You're not going to make us go away. You're not.
And there's so many cases out here that all of them have similar things where it's a young black person, that disappeared mysteriously or have like suspicious circumstances involving their deaths. Like it's almost like it's become ritualistic at this point. And I think with Nolan and Tyler, and it's just been so many stories that have come out after them
Mhm.
and things that and stories that happened before them. But I think these two cases are shedding a light on this behavior. Um, I guess as a grandparent to parents or other grandparents, like what would be, I guess, words of advice for their children or their grandchildren that find themselves in certain circles. I know
Um,
we talked about this the last time, me and the fellas. We have to teach our children to be a little bit more aware. I'm not saying don't trust people, but that trust needs to have a lot of prerequisites, if that makes sense.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
yeah,
I don't come from an era of great trust.
oh,
Uh, maybe
for
that's
real.
some of the Chicago in me. Um,
Southside, shout out, shout out,
Southside,
Southside.
shout out.
Uh,
Um, you've got to prove yourself to me before I allow you in my inner circle. Um, what I can share with any family going through any of these things, don't stop. Even micro steps are still a propulsion forward. Don't stop. Every day, get up and do something. And don't feed into the negativity because that's the narrative that they want to write. Don't feed into that. When they go low, you go high.
Yep.
And you don't let the naysayers, because here's the truth. Maya Angelou said it best to us. When they show you who they are, accept them.
yeah,
Tell
Mhm.
the
Exactly.
devil that you're in
that is
bed
a
with.
fact.
Exactly.
That is a fact. Hey,
It's
go ahead, Jonathan.
uh, it's just it still gets to me of the comfortability of how people get comfortable when these things happen and just overlook it. And coming from where I come from in the Bronx and stuff like that, you saw this a lot, and just people
Mhm.
just turn their head, turn their head. I'm me personally as a Puerto Rican male, I am tired of seeing this type of stuff and whatever. Like there needs to be justice. There needs to be a point of where we stand up and stop letting these people just mow over us. And it really this really pulls on my heartstrings because it's hard because I've seen many of things happen like this and it just keeps on happening and people just do not care. And we live in a world now where it's just I call it a me culture because it's always me but nobody else. And it's like we have to take care of each other and stuff like that. The segregation and the splitting of people and all that stuff needs to really stop because it's just too damn hard, and it makes us harden up so much. um I literally I can't find the words because it just hurts me so damn much. It really does.
Well, let's be honest about this. The family of Tyler never wrote the racial narrative. The lack of police work wrote that narrative.
Max.
That too, definitely.
I'll be honest, because I work with young youth, it was initially I viewed this as young kids being silly, and now someone died from it. Um, but the shoddy police work wrote the narrative of racial tensions, not his family.
Yeah, it's
That
true.
is a fact.
That is true.
When the
Had they
victims,
simply, yeah, had they
go ahead.
simply done the job that they were paid to do, that racial narrative would have never been attached.
Hmm.
Exactly. And here's the thing: I think a lot of times in situations like this, certain individuals like to say, "Oh, they're making it racial." Now, one time, have you or Tyler, Nolan's parents or anybody on that side made anything racial? Like you said, it's the actions that you guys receive that makes it
Yes.
racial. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like
Yes.
the fact that you had to tell this officer his job. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? It was, the fact that they was like, "Oh, it was an accident." Nah, moving on. Like they didn't put the care in it. That makes it racial. We didn't say it was racial. Us black folks. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, the actions That's what was like. Oh, okay. I see. I
Yes.
see. I see what it
Yes.
is. Okay.
Or the lack of action, however you want to
Lack
view
of,
it.
definitely lack.
You
Yeah.
know,
No,
um,
I was going
Ms.
to ask.
Niecy,
Were you able to speak to any one of the other families?
Oh yes, yes. I was able to share time and space with the Wells family and with the Ewing, family. And so we have definitely created a bond of support. I'm so thankful for them. Um, and I hope that we continue this work in all of our areas that we live in, and never let these babies' names die. Never.
Never.
Ms. Niecy, one thing I respect about you is when I see you or when I hear you speak, it lets me know the time of normalizing abuse is over.
Man,
We have to
what?
stop normalizing abuse.
Facts.
And seeing you stand there with the attorney Benjamin Crump, I'm just curious, did that spark anything extra in you?
Um, I don't know that it sparked anything extra. I completely respected his support, but when I'm speaking for my babies, as I call them, I don't really need the extra. I'm speaking from my heart.
I
I'm
respect
speaking
that.
from my soul.
Yes.
And I don't know that that requires additional. I appreciate Mr. Crump, his staff. They have been more than wonderful. They have been divine in everything that we have gone through. But the sad part is that we have to take this to a national stage to be heard.
Yeah.
Mm,
That is sad.
Yeah.
This was a human being. These were people that were loved. These were people that had a future. These were people that the narrative shouldn't have ended at 18.
No.
right.
I mean, y'all deserve answers. I mean, accident, not an accident, murder, not a murder. Y'all deserve some closure, some answers. And the job of the police, the detectives, the people that work for us should be doing their job. And not
Yes.
just telling you like, oh, well, this is what happened without any solid proof or, come on, man. That's the
Well, they're
part
very
that pisses me
evasive
off.
with me.
Right.
None of the police department or the detectives have really kind of are willing to reach out to me. And if they do, it is via a text message
Yeah.
or a random email that falls out of the sky. And I'm from the old school. Call me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't be a
Exactly.
coward. Don't hide behind this technology and social media. The same way I put a phone call to you and I wanted to hear the inflection in your voice and I wanted to hear the decreases in your tone,
Mhm.
offer me the same.
Yes.
It's about respect. You know what I'm saying? It is. You can't offer anything but respect in a situation like this. A text message and an email, that's crazy. That's
Very
crazy. Yeah.
disrespectful.
But this proves a lot. This proves they do not like when a black woman is intelligent. They don't like having a
No.
conversation with
Oh no.
because now you can pick up in the fluctuation of the voice. You can pick up on what and how someone is saying something, at which they can't hide behind that anymore. So they got to try to keep it behind a wall. It's more simpler to deal with it behind a wall.
It
This is
is.
just proving more and more that this is a systematic circumstance because
Yeah.
how it
Yes.
happened to all three of the families, and I'm seeing. I feel like the way how it happens. This is maybe the second or third time I've seen three families come together because three boys were killed. I think this is the second time this happened that I've seen in my life, and I feel like this is testing this idea that this is not a systematic racism circumstance. They don't look at our youth a certain type of way. They don't look at the adults or the women or the men in a certain type of way. When this just keeps showcasing that it does within
Mm-hmm.
these small groups and areas, and in a generalization of the
Yep.
system on how we deal with on a day to day. This just keeps showing its face over and over again.
Yep.
And as long as we
Profiling.
continue to be complacent, it will continue.
Yep.
I agree.
That's a fact.
Yep.
And I think that's why you scare them.
It's
Yes.
profiling at its
You are
finest.
you are not complacent. You came
Yes.
out the gate on fire. You know what I'm saying? Like there was no, you were hurt because that's your grandson. But I think you were more angry because you couldn't get the answers of why your grandson is not here anymore.
I am
So
angry. I'm
when
angry that you're ignoring that.
Mm-hmm.
exactly. Exactly. So when you come out the gate on fire like you did, and you telling them their codes and their procedures, like I said before, they didn't expect, this older black lady, she don't know nothing. She gonna take what we
Mm-hmm.
tell her. Nah, you can't look. Okay, what's your procedure for this, that, and the third? Well, you're supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I think you definitely took them by surprise. Number one. Uh, Number two, they weren't ready for that heat.
Well,
I agree.
again, if these are your procedures and your policies and they have been written and adopted, why aren't we implementing?
Exactly.
What
Exactly.
where was the disconnect at? That
Mm-hmm.
somehow we gave compassion to a statute, which was very odd. Because I said we don't give that to our homeless people here in Fayette County, Kentucky. We don't give that to our mentally ill people
Mm,
here in Fayette County, Kentucky. Um, and for me, ownership is huge. If you made a mistake, own it.
Yeah.
That's what you're taught to do as a man. Own it. Say I screwed up
facts.
and let me be in a find a place of forgiveness. But when you're continually lying to me about the laws that you have written and you have not decided to follow and implement, and then you tell me that behind this has a sense of compassion, I'm
Mm.
sorry, you can't sell me a crock of lies. You cannot,
Mm-hmm.
because now I'm going to make you whole to that.
Yep. The actions are not following the uh how do you say it? The actions are not following what you're saying, basically, right? Or something.
They're not
Correct.
following
Right.
It's
protocols.
The protocols. And
Yes, and a lot of it, I'll be honest, is in vernacular. Like, I want the police department, in all honesty, all of them need to be more knowledgeable in verbiage. Learn the words that you are using
mm-hmm.
before you place a narrative to something, because accidental, self inflicted, that's definitive.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What are we asking for additional information for? That's definitive. That's the period. What are we saying? Call the tip line for it. The tip about what if it's
Mm-hmm.
accidental, self inflicted? What tip are you looking for?
Right.
See,
Hmm.
they didn't think you would come in with that type of sense. You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
Come on, man.
Um, one. I mean, I think you probably touched base on this, but have they actively assigned investigators into this situation?
Um, they have assigned a detective that I am not from day one. I've questioned his credibility down to even asking how long had he been on the force, how long had he been a detective, and in this division, because he was presenting so poorly.
Mm.
I went as
Hmm.
far as asking even for his superiors, two steps above, one which I was greeted with a very negative response, as if somehow he had done me a favor
Mm.
to contact me on his day off from his couch, but you
Oh, wow.
didn't even know the name of the person that you had cited. So it told me you didn't even have the the decency to write it on a sticky note and stick the information on the back of your phone.
Wow.
But I
Hmm.
was supposed to be thankful to you for that. Um, and the third person, I've not even heard from him at all. But at that point, again, know the devil that you're in bed with, so at least you know who to leave the $20 on the table for. So,
Ooh.
um once I learned who that was, I'm accepting of it.
Yeah.
And that's when I started to seek out other measures like attorneys like Mr. Crump, because I knew then that the ignorance was going to put me in a position where I don't want to ever come off as the angry black woman, because that can be given
Oh
very
man.
quickly.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be placed as the ignorant black woman, nor do I want to be placed as the simpleton black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Um,
one more question though. I wonder how far does it have to go for the FBI to be involved in this?
That's a good
And
question.
also, is it possible if the currency is raised, can now you implement your own private investigator outside of their investigators that the department have assigned? I'm just curious, is that a possibility?
I don't know. Again, I don't know how you build that dollar amount up. I don't have that. That's kind of out of my wheelhouse. That is something that I will have to lean on Mr. Crump and his team for. So I don't know how some of the heavy hitters got involved with the Wells case. Obviously, we know money moves the world, and
Yeah.
we're not a family of means. You know, we're still out here working every single day. We graciously took our 3 days off for bereavement, and right back to work we all went.
Mm,
Um, but we know without that financial help, that no, we're not going to be able to move these things forward. We're not. And again, I take nothing from the Wells family. I want them to get all of their due justice for that baby. Every single bit of it. If there was one conversation that I had in Nashville that broke my heart, it was that of Mr. Wells. And he and I were just sitting off to the side, and I saw a broken black man who was seated in the fact that his one job, the one job that God gave him to protect his family, he felt like he failed at.
mm.
That is enough to destroy your soul. This
Man,
goes back 400 years to when they were taking our babies out of the houses and selling them on the auction blocks and taking them away and putting them in different plantations, and just the ripping the soul out of this father. The one job God gave me, and how did I miss it?
that's
Let's not
whew,
get to the blaming games because
that's a
you
tough
did
one.
not do nothing wrong.
No, not
One
at all.
Right.
And I assured him.
one thing that you have done is, since a child, you've given your all, your heart, your soul to this baby, to our brother Tyler. And you cannot blame yourself because you've instilled a lot of tools into our young brother. But once the youth step out here in the universe, they are attacked in so many different areas. So don't think that you did anything wrong. You nor Mr. Wells failed in your jobs. Y'all did what y'all are supposed to do by raising this strong human beings. It's just that we are dealing with devilish forces out there
Mm-hmm. Like
Mm-hmm.
I
that's
said,
out there trying to
that's
take
a fact.
away young souls. And this is what we are seeing right now. So
Yes.
if you have any doubts in your mind or your soul, please find a way to eradicate that. And may God continue to put the strength in you to keep pushing forward. So don't blame yourself at all. Let's
Amen.
not do that, please. I beg you.
I don't think that I'm blaming myself. I think that if there is a weight that I carry, it's that I didn't, Grandma used to always tell me, sweep around your own front door. And in that, it's like, did I say enough? All of my grandkids and kids are rooted heavily in Black history, because I truly believe you can't know where you're going if you don't know where you came
I know
from.
that's right.
Exactly.
So sometimes you got to stop and look back. And we have become very complacent in the Black community of feeling like we're all blended to a certain extent. But when they look at you all, when they look at me, they see the narratives that have been written deeply in their families also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And we have to be accepting of that.
Mm.
Um, I know that I gave Tyler as much as I could possibly offer him in the narrative of our Black history. But I also know that, Tyler was a young man, and he was adventurous, and he was, loving and trusting and all those things. And the one thing that I am taking away from a lot of this is I am so tired of
Mm.
our black and brown babies having to have the talk.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
No other culture
Yeah.
do you have 5-year-olds having to have the talk, 7-year-olds having to have the talk, 12-year-olds having to have the talk. That doesn't exist in any other culture but the black and brown community.
Hmm. Yep.
Man.
Wow.
I
That's
don't I
tough.
don't want to have to keep looking my 7-year-old grandson in his face and saying, "Baby, beware."
Mm.
Hmm.
Instead of
Man.
saying going out there and
Yeah.
be the best you can be, you're giving a talk.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
It
rough,
seems
man.
to be getting younger and younger too.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We start giving the talk when they're tall enough to listen. Don't go in the store and put your hands on nothing.
Hmm.
They're 3.
Mm.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Don't, when you go to the store, make sure that your money is right where it's visible. Make sure you got your ID on you. Make sure, why are we the only culture that has to give those talks? Why do we have to say, make sure that your driver's license is not in the glove compartment, that is somewhere visible so that they don't mistake you reaching in the glove compartment to get your registration for your car as you reaching for a weapon?
Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, man. Man, I remember one day, man, and I'm in the sidetrack, but this was me. And maybe my baby is 11, so this might have been when she was like 5 or 6. And man, we was riding down the road, and the police hit their lights, and she seen them behind us, and she started crying.
Oh
And
my
Mm.
goodness.
I was like, "What's wrong?" And she was like, "I don't want them to kill you." I was like, "Man, I'm not gonna lie. I took everything in me, not to cry, and just to, man, try to
It's hard that
explain it.
that's their reality.
Yeah, man.
That
I
is
didn't,
their
I
reality.
didn't, I didn't know how to, I didn't know how to combat that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what to say. I didn't want to lie to her, but then on the flip side, it's like I didn't want her to be afraid.
You got to be
Yes,
You
strong.
know what I mean? That was a tough one for me, man. Like I ain't gonna lie.
it's
I didn't know what to
hard.
say. Yeah.
It's a hard narrative. And even now with my younger grandchildren, and they see a police car, that's the first thing they say, like, "Oh, Nana, are they gonna arrest you? I
Hmm.
know you're mad about Tyler, but are they, and I'm like, no, baby, no,
Wow.
no. But that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
It really is.
man. I remember being 10, 11 years old. Man, we could be everywhere, everywhere.
Hmm.
Didn't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have a
Yep.
problem.
You
It's
know,
like,
the part that disturbs me the most is when we elect the city officials, they say and claim that they are for the people. But when you see a system that's put in place that's not really fulfilling their duty or for what they're signed up for, how do we even go about trusting in a system that's failed us time and time again? Like,
you got to realize though, the system wasn't built for us.
Nope.
It was built against us. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? We,
Exactly.
our predecessors, they fought for the system to work for us. But unfortunately, as time progressed, it's like we start to de-evolve. You know what I'm saying? Like it's going back to the point where it just doesn't work for us.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So it's like, and I always say this, man. When stuff happen, man. The marching and it don't work. It don't work. You know what I mean? We got to get
Or
our what?
or we have the sense of whenever somebody speaks up, they silence them
Yeah,
in some type of way,
yeah.
whether they be murdering them or just like putting them in a bad light where they're abusive or whatever, or they have a situation that comes
Mhm.
out around and it's just like, oh, you see him acting like this. Oh, this is nothing that we're that is new to us. Oh, he's acting like that out of anger, out of whatever and stuff like that. And it could have been just him defending his family or whatever, or whatnot.
uh, and
It
with
could.
all due respect, brother Bishop, I like to piggyback on what you said though.
Yes, sir.
Um, back a couple of moon cycles ago, A lot of us, black, brown, everybody was complaining. We complained. We did the peaceful protest and was met with water hose, dogs, police clubs. Right? It seemed like it wasn't going anywhere. But the more they complained, the more they did the marching, the more they let their voices be heard. It made the opposition get tired of seeing people stand and march. And eventually, I believe that's how changes came about. And that's one thing I do respect about our dear sister, Ms. Necee, because she's not giving up. Even in tired, you can't even tell if she's tired or what. You cannot read what she's feeling at the moment, but she's keeping the march alive.
I mean,
She's
I
keeping
think
the name alive, and she's still protesting and speaking. And like she said, eventually there's going to be a breakthrough. But once we are silent, it's same once again, we are accepting. You know how things happen to people. They said, oh, it'll be all right. In this situation, it's not all right. So we got to keep
nah,
pushing. We
nah,
got to keep
nah.
fighting. We got to keep speaking for us to get some kind of answer, a lead or something. And for those people out there, please, if you have any kind of lead, any kind of answer, please help the family. I beg anybody that's out there, please. You don't know how much any kind of information can help because the ones that are elected are not clearly doing what they're supposed to do. And Miss Nisi, I commend you so much and I respect you for being
Thank
such
you.
a motivation out here.
Thank
All right,
you.
let me just clear up why I said what I said because I feel like we live in an era and we live in a time of greed. You know what I'm saying? This country has always been a greedy country, um,
That's true.
but I feel like the devil is man, he's at play more than ever in 2026. It's been like this for a while. So when I say the marching and stuff don't work, like look what happened with the George Floyd thing, right? They tried to like when we did march, they sent out agents to loot
Mm,
and pillage.
okay, I got you.
But
I'm with you.
what did they do? They said it was us. They pointed at us. It was like, oh, look at
Mhm.
them. You know what I'm saying? It, like they always find a way. Like even with Colin Kaepernick, shout out to Colin Kaepernick. Peaceful protests, said nothing, did nothing. They
Hmm.
fired this man. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They tried to take away his endorsements. They tried to hit his pockets. You know what I mean? So it's like, what do we do? See, I'm a brute. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? When I get angry, I'm not that smart. I'm ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to tear some shit up. Excuse my language, Miss Niecy. But that's just how I am. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. Because
Well, listen, let's be real. Let's
yeah,
go back to the beginning. One of the main things that they have always wanted to do was to destroy the black family.
yes,
How do you do that? You do that from the head.
Hmm. They give you the tools to destroy yourself.
yes.
Yes.
They give you the tools, and they give us more tools now, even more now. And it's like, they want us to fight. They want us to look rowdy and whatever. So that way we are depicted in this light of like, oh, yep, you see, and it's like we gotta be better. We gotta teach these kids better. We gotta make them learn better, and like you said, be aware of everything.
Yes.
And um, my my father always used to tell me, it it speaks volumes to a lot of things. Instead of looking straight ahead, look around.
Mm-hmm.
Stop doing that tunnel vision. Look at everything instead of that tunnel vision that just gives you that one perspective and that's it. Always give yourself that whole perspective because you need to know everything about what you're looking at.
And everybody is not deserving of your trust.
Mm-hmm.
That's a
Yes,
fact.
Many
that
people
too.
aren't your trust
Yeah.
Right.
in actions and in deeds, not just in words. Because as my grandma used to say, a pair of lips will tell you whatever lie you want to hear.
Mm.
That's that's facts. That is facts.
And what I have learned is if you ask the question, just be quiet and let them talk. Eventually they're going to tell you what you really want to know because they don't even know when to be quiet. They're easily led.
Mhm. Mm. Oof.
Um, Ms. Nisha, so I don't want to sound off key when I ask this question,
Mhm.
but what can people that's deeply concerned about this situation, how can people help?
For one, if there was any information that they knew about, heard about, um, please, please, please contact us, um, and keep the words alive. Keep his name ringing in the airways. Don't let this just fall on deaf ears because if it's not heard, it's forgotten about. Let's
Yeah.
recognize it. It was funny because someone mentioned to me about watching podcasts, and I was like, "Oh, I was just on a podcast," and I said, I'm old school. I watch the 11 o'clock news," and they were like, "Oh no, that's old news by 11 o'clock." So I was like, "Oh wow!" So I too am learning about this social media thing, but we have it. Let's use it. I hope and pray that we can get some financial backing in there. I
Yeah,
think that is the only way for us to be able to afford to get some of the professionals. I heard them speak for Nolan Wells about getting Google and Meta to preserve the information on Nolan's phone. Well, that's a significant amount.
yes.
Um, and without having that amount, I don't know how long it is before we could possibly lose that information. Um, and again, I don't want to take anything from Nolan. That those families were wonderful. Those were bonds that will last a lifetime for me. But I don't know how to propel that forward for my grandson.
Yeah.
Um, you
That's crazy
mentioned
that you
something.
have to.
You mentioned something very important too. Have the investigators or the departments spoken about subpoenaing the people that was around? Have they subpoenaed any of the cell phones?
They have done nothing different than what I told you up on our initial interview. Not one
Jeez.
thing.
No.
That was what, about a month ago, maybe?
Yes, my grandson was
Nothing?
been gone a month ago yesterday.
Jeez
Nothing.
Louise. Man.
And like Miss Nisi say,
That
please, we have the donation. We have to find a way to start doing a donation.
We
Ooh.
need to get a
Some kind
fund
of
or
some
something.
type of fund got to be set up. GoFundMe or the other one that they have. Um, and some way somehow, if you can get in touch with Bishop, our brother Dice, like so we can just start plastering the information as far as what people can donate to.
Bro.
I
I
think that
want
would be a great deal of help
I would
because
love to start something.
that private investigator is very important. Subpoena of the cell phones is very important. Hiring, just getting through the basics, the day, and just helping out with anything. So for anybody that's watching, please, if you can find it within yourself to actually donate, I know it's gonna go a long way. And
Mhm.
that's one thing that we have to actually start working on. And I'm sure me and my brothers we're gonna speak on this and find out how to start plastering, and also with your permission, how to set up or where to set up or where it needs to go to actually help for the cause too.
I appreciate that. Yes, again,
With it.
this is a new platform for me. Guys, I don't, I'm walking in the wilderness, but I trust God every day. So I know that there'll be a way to come out of this, but again, we're going to be honest. Money propels the world. We are not a financially wealthy family. Literally my sons and I have gotten in the car. We've, made the drives around town. I mean, there's so many entities to this that are possibilities, but we don't know how to propel it forward. And I know Mr. Crump's office is doing, they're responding, they're responsive, and it's immediate response. So I know that, they're doing the very best that they can. But let's be honest, it's one person.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
one person. And I want him to give the attention due to each and every one of us. So I'm just, it's that being patient thing and biding my time. But those are the things that if you ask me what do we need, I would love to have someone, to simply hear my grandson's story and be able to stand behind us. A dollar makes a difference.
Yes, it does.
Facts. So, is there a way that Mr. Crump? Well, this is not my world. The legal stuff is not my world. But what is? I guess is there a possibility that he could get the FBI involved, like Tanaka was saying earlier, or like taking it above your
Taken
county's
out of the
police
state's
department?
hand to go to a federal level.
Yeah, to where something actually could happen. They could deep dive into this case.
Let me be honest, guys. I don't know that part. And because we live in a commonwealth state,
Oh,
I didn't know
I
Kentucky
think
was Commonwealth.
it's commonwealth. And so I don't
Commonwealth.
know
Oh,
They
how
make their
much of
own
a
laws.
barrier.
yeah,
Correct.
that changes the
They
game.
make their own
Oh
rules,
wow,
policy, and laws.
I
Yeah,
didn't know. I didn't know Kentucky was a common law state.
it is a commonwealth state.
I
That
mean,
is
common
correct.
wealth, not common law.
Like
Yes,
Virginia, Virginia
Yeah,
is.
the VA, DC. Wow,
correct.
I didn't know that.
Specific like
Yes, there's
Virginia.
only about 6 in the
Yeah.
union now still that are commonwealth, and Kentucky is one of them.
Wow.
Kentucky
Okay.
never wants to live in the narrative of being a part of the Confederate. They like to kind of sweep their involvement in any of those tensions under the rug and, say we have evolved, but we have not.
No, we have
Um,
not.
Wow.
Nope.
and
So being a Commonwealth state, that definitely changes things far as getting like FBI and all those big letters involved in the case then, right?
I don't know that.
Okay.
Again, that's not my wheelhouse.
Yeah, not mine either, but
I would have to lean on
yeah,
somebody else for that guidance
yeah.
because I truly don't know that.
I think they definitely
I think once it hits the federal level, they can actually take it away from the state's hands.
that's what they need
Um,
to do.
but within, if being a Commonwealth state, they run their organization how they choose to run it. But once this case continue to gain traction and they start seeing the mishandling
Hmm.
of the situation, then the FBI could be pulled in because now the state have done literally little to nothing. And to see how unfair it is, the FBI can then jump in and say, look, y'all have not done enough. We're taking it from here.
Mm.
And then that's when he goes to the next level.
Yeah,
So I
again,
wonder. Oh, go ahead, Miss Steve. I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry. I was gonna say again, I don't know about that part of it all. Um, I would love for the FBI to come in
Yes,
and take it over. I would welcome that.
yes. So I wonder, could you, as the victim's grandmother, reach out to the FBI? Like, is that a thing? I don't say I don't know. Like I said, that's not my forte. So
There's got to be
I
some
don't.
kind of, there's got to
Yeah.
be some type of protocols that's got to be taken
Okay.
for that to be taken out of the state's hand.
But I
Yeah,
think
I
with
don't know.
Mr. Crump involved, I mean, I figure it's going to get to the point where the FBI probably will get involved. Same thing with Nolan's case.
Yes,
Yeah,
But this is where money starts speaking too.
that's true. That's true.
correct, correct.
I think we need to find a way to help you create a GoFundMe or
Yes.
something that you guys can have, but you guys got to have control over it, not nobody else, because there's a
Yeah,
lot of weird
facts.
stuff going on. You guys have to have the control over it. It has to go directly towards you guys, like your account, not somebody else's or not somebody else handling
I
the
will.
situation. As
Yeah.
soon as you guys get that, we will sit here and promote it as much as we can and try to
Oh,
get as much
facts.
funds
Yeah,
and much help as we possibly can. I think that right
exactly.
there
Whatever you
is the
decide to
next step.
start, send it to me, and I will plaster this stuff everywhere on all of our socials.
It needs to be. It
Yeah.
really does
Appreciate it.
because you need to
And
have that.
if any of your audience knows how to help with that, I'm open to all
Okay.
conversation. I'm not
Yes, yes, yes.
isolated at all. Please help. I'm willing
Okay.
to say that there are certain wheelhouses that I know nothing about.
Um.
Okay.
Let me say one more thing too. And I'm not trying to take anything away from my brother Tyler. One thing about the Wells family, and I know Bishop, um, the last segment that we did on this situation, you spoke on something very highly too. Um, Especially with the way things are being handled. in the Wells family situation, they had a hot tip line, and people were calling and giving information to the hot tip line. But what they later on discovered is that the tip line was the direct contact to one of the perpetrators' mother's line, which was their attorney. So people were
What?
calling thinking they're giving
Wow.
information, but it was the attorney's line
No, it was
that
the
they were
judge.
calling.
Wow.
So you don't know how far that was going. So
Wow.
it's also being clear. I don't know what your email is like, or I don't know how the whole line thing is going to be established. But I know you did mention last time we had this interview, you spoke on, is anybody that's involved in this attached to any law enforcement or any public family members or whatever. So that's one thing we definitely got to be careful about. Not only that, some of the perpetrators in the Wells family, they actually set up a GoFundMe account talking about they're in distress. So there's some of these supremacist group that are sending money to some of these guys that were so-called Nolan Wells friends. So we have to also, like you were saying, we have to be careful how the GoFundMe is set up and also where the informations go to make sure that it's going to the right place. The just putting out there to be aware how the public can take things and twist it around. And, there are a lot of corruption that's going on, so we all have to be
Fact.
careful.
Fact.
Yes, yes. But again, there's certain things, guys, that I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm learning on the fly. So if there's anyone that's listening to this podcast that has knowledge that they could share with me about any of those things, please feel free to reach out. Please.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
commend it.
I will get on tomorrow. I get off work tomorrow, so I have a little bit more time to do this. But yeah, I'll get on the net. Go ahead and start a GoFundMe. I'll give you a call and we can just do it together. Yeah.
Wonderful. I
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate that, guys. You all
No
are so
problem.
awesome.
Thank you for
Thank you.
taking your
Thank you.
time to be with us.
Yes,
Like,
thank
we
Yes.
you for
appreciate
being
that,
strong.
and just appreciate the effort and everything that you're doing.
Yes,
And
thank you.
we love you for it. Keep fighting that fight because
Yeah.
it's gonna pay off in
Oh,
God's
facts.
name.
Facts.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
you can't get rid of us now.
Mhm.
Auntie
That's a fact.
Nisha.
like I was telling Tiki, I was like, man, tell Miss Niecy her adopted children say we thinking about it.
That's
Mhm.
right. That's right.
Good,
Come
good.
on to Danas.
Yes, ma'am.
Hold on,
Yes,
Auntie
ma'am.
Nisha. Hold on, Bishop, get it right. Auntie Nisha.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, Tanaka the one that be traveling, man.
Now
Yo, I
hold
need you
up.
to
Now hold up.
next
I, I
time
go, I, I
anyone
go, I go from my room to the fridge, back to the living room. And,
no,
I don't do too much traveling.
boy, you lie.
Whatever.
You lie. Yo, I'll be begging this dude. I remember back in the days, he'd be like, yo, Chris, man, take me with you, man. He be in
Whatever.
California. He might be in California. He might be in New York. He done went
Hold on,
overseas a
hold on.
couple
We're
times.
talking about Mr. Yaman, Jamaican, right? Okay, then,
But
guy. What are you talking about?
man, come on, man. You go
Yeah.
for fun. I went for a wedding. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Auntie, we
Yeah.
appreciate you so
Yes.
much.
Yeah, man.
God
Yes.
continue to
Love
bless
to
you.
you guys. Honestly, I
Whew.
appreciate you all more than what you know. You are role models to many. You're forging that,
Thank you.
you're blazing that trailway, and keep doing what you do. Know that God is blessing each of your footsteps. Every move you make is being blessed by Him, and just
Thank you.
continue
Amen.
on. I love it. I love it. I love the
Thank you
Amen.
so
opportunity.
much.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you
I
so
mean,
much.
anytime you want to come on and just talk, man, or whatever, we are here. You are welcome
Yeah.
Thank
any point in
you.
time.
Keep
You
us
know what I'm saying?
updated. Really keep
Yeah.
us
Yes,
updated because
yes,
we
I
want to be
will.
updated.
I
yes.
will.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
evolve. You all are my only podcast, and hey, I learned what that is
Yeah.
now. I learned what
Oh.
I learned the value of
Pod.
that now.
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, man. We
Yes.
golly, man. Woo. I try not to get emotional about it, but
You can't
it's
help it.
it's tough, man. Yeah,
It's
man.
hard.
Listen, when you gotta look in those babies' eyes and you have to give accountability to them, that's all emotion.
Yeah,
You all
Yes.
are daddies too.
yeah. I mean, I've lost friends to the streets and stuff like that, but it's nothing like losing a child or a grandchild that
Mm.
you done. Man, you don't put all this energy into and try to,
Oh,
you know,
Lord.
teach them the right things, and they on the road doing the right things, and then somebody just come along and take them from you, man. Like,
Yes.
golly,
Yes.
man.
And it's not a group I want anybody else to join. I want to close the chapter.
I know that's right. Well, Auntie Necee, we thank you so much for joining us. Is there any words that you need to leave us with, or any information, or your Bishop? I'm sure you or Dice, somebody got her information, like as
Oh
far
yeah,
as
for
social
sure.
media. You got a social
Yeah.
media account?
Yes. Yes. Please reach out. Tiki has my number. Utilize it. You know,
Okay.
and as far as any words to leave you all with, we marching around Jericho. The walls gonna come
I
down.
know that's right. Shoot.
They're
Yes.
gonna come down.
There you go.
That's a blessing.
God
God,
can't fail us, right?
Nope.
man.
No,
Nope.
never.
He never leaves us
Yeah.
at all. For no reason. At all.
Man. God. Yeah,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
man. Sorry. Yeah.
So hug on those babies, love on those wives, keep making the differences, and know that there is someone very proud of you all, and that is me.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I hope you really find a way to have a decent evening.
I will. I got
And
more G babies around, so
we're gonna keep you in our prayers too.
thank you. I
Thank you.
appreciate you guys. And if as things develop, I'll reach out and I'll definitely let you know as things evolve.
Thank you. Yes.
Thanks so much.
Whew. Yeah, man. Man, whew. I'm sorry, y'all. I keep having to wipe away the tears. I ain't gonna lie. I got a 19-year-old son, man, and man, I don't know what I'll do. Like I said, I'm a brute. You know what I'm saying? I'm burning this city down. You know what I'm saying? And anybody ever take me away from me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's not a
See.
group nobody else can join. I want to close the chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And close it the right way. Definitely. All right. All
Ladies
right.
and gentlemen, everybody watching, if you have any information, please, I will put Miss Necee's number on the description of this video. If you're anywhere near her town in Kentucky, or I don't care where you at. If you know anything, please call. We need
Yes,
answers.
please.
And I say
Please.
we because we're our community. And
Yes.
we're trying to support, our new mother / auntie and getting our brother's case solved. Because man, woo, Jesus, Lord Almighty.
It's for him.
Yeah.
It's for
For
him.
him.
Yeah, but I'm your boy Bishop. I appreciate y'all watching.
They're not gonna fly Jerry.
Jonathan, BX Punisher right here.
Sir. And Dice.
And Dice.
Oh, I said it.
Yeah.
I said it. I thought you
I'm
heard
sorry.
me.
I didn't hear
We
you.
didn't hear.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the wonderful
Yeah.
Miss Necee.
Miss Necee. And thank you to the Oracle.
Yes, sir.
Again, too.
She's watching there. Thank you, Tiki.
Appreciate you.
Auntie Necee.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Necee.
You guys be blessed. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, ma'am.
Bless
You too.
you.
be blessed.
All right.
God bless.
Peace.
It's a man's philosophy, digging our psychology. Bishop and Dice with CB, we are prodigies. My brothers follow me as we rise solemnly, breaking down barriers, becoming an anomaly. We speaking differently, balancing the synergy. You think you know us? Nah, it's only the beginning, G. Keep it real for the fellas seeking logic. We'll teach you how to